All right, welcome, guys. The second day, I think it's the third day of spring, maybe 2.5 days, and I'm back from Southeast Asia. I want to report and make a record for myself as well. So for those of you who might be interested about how my 30 days went, I started out in Makati in Manila, and then went to Bangkok. I went to one of the provinces, Bataan, then I went back to Quezon City and did a bunch of vlogs from Quezon City. Now I'm back in Seattle. So the long and short of it is that as long as you can keep your expenses low, if you have a pretty decent base here in your home base, if you don't want to sever your ties, your links with the US mainland, and you have a home base here somewhere where you're from in the US, hopefully you have minimal rent or mortgage. I don't have that. I'm actually renting out my house. Still have a few years to go, but it works out. Then you can keep your expenses low and you can make it work. Gas is so much more expensive in Manila, especially these days with the Gulf War or Middle East conflict going on. So you can really spend just as much money. I had a Toyota Revo that has a 2-liter engine, kind of my beater over there, and I did drive it from Manila to Bataan. And it's a manual transmission, but it still kind of sucked up a lot of gas. But that's okay, because relatively with the convenience of having your own car, it does has its benefits, but you are going to spend some money for fossil fuels. That's what you're going to do. On the other side, for public transportation, or if you like bicycling like I do, you can definitely live on the cheap. Bangkok has a lot more to offer for mass transit, or even the bus. I took the bus from Asok to Pratunam Market, and that was inexpensive. And yeah, I'm so surprised that for quite a few tourists were using the bus line too. So that's an alternative both in Manila or Bangkok, Thailand. But thank you, that Jeep gave me away. But if you're not into tropical weather, then neither location is for you, because it was I think on average in Bangkok about 30 degrees. Bangkok is 30, was 35, 34 degrees. And Manila was 31 to 32. That was late February, early March. So expect to be sweaty. Expect to be feeling the humidity. Definitely not like a spring day like today. It's about 1 o'clock. Cloudy day here in Seattle. And feels like it's in the high 40s. Very mild winds, dry pavement. It did rain yesterday, the day before, but it's too nice today not to ride. So here I am trying to get this GoPro to film upright. Yeah, the roads obviously here are much better than some parts of Southeast Asia, but Bangkok is pretty nice. It's really surprised how clean and mentioned mass transit friendly it was. So yeah, I'm back, and I'm probably gonna go back to Manila, maybe, I don't know, a couple more months. I was also able to secure healthcare coverage, relatively inexpensive policy with AXA Philippines with the help of a broker. Shout out to Jerica. I know she's not going to be listening to this, but it was nice of her to stay with me and persistently bug the underwriter to make an offer or a counter, and I was able to secure the policy, made the deposit, and as a result I'm gonna cancel my my Cobra plan, and that's gonna save me, I think, based on my math, it was $30,000 in 3 years. You know, of course, Cobra only goes 18 months, but you can extend it, and I definitely don't want to extend the Cobra benefits more than a few months, really. Now that I've secured an AXA policy, which resulted in only about I think $140 in equivalence a month versus $1,000 a month. You know, so that's that. And now I'm just gonna enjoy biking around here. I can't believe it. The river is a little angry here. Yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy the day, and don't know if I'll be able to find like another gig or something like that, or side hustle, but if not, it's all right. I'm appreciative of the fact that I don't have a car payment. I do have some insurance payments that I gotta make sure I pay for a couple of vehicles, but I'm gonna rethink that as well. And It was just a pretty whirlwind, pretty much a whirlwind visit. 30 days really isn't enough. I think actually it was total about 29 days when I was there, because you know I kind of lost time traveling with the international dateline, but it was still good nevertheless, and I would do it again. Maybe next time I'll have a look at Vietnam and report how that turns out. So today I'm bicycling on my trusty dusty Cannondale. My sciatica was acting up, I think partly because of the cold weather, partly because of inactivity on my part. So trying to shake off the cobwebs here. Got these bumps here. Bump. Shake off the cobwebs and get active again. Oh, I got a little caution tape here. Erosion. Here's the Green River. Tributes to the Duwamish. You've seen me bicycle through here many times. I just like this route. There's a whole bunch of bikers here too. They're doing a group ride. It's cool. I'm looking forward to doing some more riding. It's a little bit easier to ride around here because there's a lot more wide open spaces, but no, you can still do it. In parts of Manila, you saw me in some of my vlogs. I was bicycling around Commonwealth Avenue. One of the things I regret that I had mentioned in a prior post was I regret not having bicycled around Bangkok, but I was still so busy enjoying the kind of the sights and sounds and the visual interests and the architecture. Because the town was just so walkable and enjoyable. I forgot to rent one of those line bikes and do that. Well, you know, I kind of did the same thing in Milan. I wasn't able to do that when I was in Italy. Oh, there's a new trail being built through there. Interesting. Very nice. Oh, be careful here. So anyway, yeah, I didn't even spend not much money. I think I started out with about a couple $1,000, but man, it's so cheap in Bangkok, and I mean, it's all relative again, right? It's so cheap in Bangkok and Manila that I came back with like $800 coming back. And of course that doesn't include my airfare. You know, with this Gulf crisis going on, airfares now, I took a peek on a return trip, let's say August or September, it was 40% more, 35% more. It's crazy. Maybe that'll change when things kind of die down or cooler heads prevail. We'll see how it goes. All right, everybody, have a great spring. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for subscribing.